Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I am here to share some good news about the Black community and also to help make you wealthier, smarter, and happier. That's the goal on this platform. You don't have to be intelligent when you get here, but you're going to definitely be more intelligent when you leave. Do me a favor, shout out the city you're from. Let me know what city you're from. I want to just go ahead and get started and thank one of the sponsors of today's podcast, Miss Aisha Verzi. Aisha is a certified licensed insurance broker who can help you with all kinds of your investing needs, as well as estate planning needs, transition, all kinds of stuff. She is a friend to the Black Business School, where we've helped over 10 million of our people buy their first share of stock. So if you'd like to get some personal financial help, call Aisha. She is cool. Tell her Dr. Boyce sent you. Her number is 626-340-5746. That's 626-340-5746. Also, as a reminder, this podcast is on Spotify. So look for my name on Spotify. You'll find us there. So good morning, everybody. Let me see who's in here real quick, and then we're going to jump to our topic. James Hunter out of Atlanta. Lady Unique, how you doing? Mike out of Baltimore. Ramel, Chicago. Lady Unique is in Mississippi, like Mississippi. Alco Jr., Belinda Melson, South Carolina. Angela Hurd, Yolanda, I see you, girl. Wichita, Kansas, stand up. Alco from South Haven, Mississippi. Is that Missouri or Mississippi? Let's see. Francisco out of Las Vegas. Antoine out of Waukegan, Illinois. Angela out of, is that Marietta, California? Anyway, what's up, everybody? And I am going out west. I'm actually going to be in Seattle on July 8th. So if you live out west, fly on over to Seattle. It ain't that far. You could drive. You could drive like a little bit and come and hang out with us. I'm going to do a 4-day deep dive, 4 hours, not 4 day, 4-hour deep dive training on my new book. It's called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. That book is an Amazon bestseller. And when I tell you that this book is absolutely killing it, the book is killing it. The book is killing it. You guys love it. It is selling like crazy. It's an Amazon bestseller. I'm super proud. You know why I'm most proud of it is we are an independent Black-owned company. We built this with our bare hands. We built this. We did this. So clap the shout yourselves out. Give yourselves a pat on the back because you are participating in what I think is the greatest economic revolution in history. My PhD is in finance. I was the only Black man in the entire country, Black man or Black woman, to get a PhD in finance when I graduated in 2002. And I want to use that PhD to make our people smarter. I want everybody on the planet, every B1 person, every Black person who cares about their family to just know everything you need to know about economics. So that's our goal. That's what we do. Okay. And in fact, if you want to get, I even pick stocks for you. So feel free to, if you want to get Dr. Boyce profit alerts, stocks that I like, stocks I'm personally invested in, just text the word stock to 31996. Text stock to 31996. Or if you're on your laptop, you can just go to drboyceprofitalerts.com. It's totally free. I'll send you a copy of my $5 a day investing plan that will put your family ahead of the curve within one generation. You'll be wealthy in one generation if you do this. I'll send you a list of my favorite AI stocks right away. I'll send you a training I did on how to make money without working, because that's what rich people do. So I'm going to make sure you guys are good because we're getting this done. I'm in here with y'all every day. You've seen it. Give me a yes if you've been seeing me in here with you every day, teaching as much as I can on a regular basis. I've done over 22,000 videos on YouTube and other places, and I don't care. People think I'm crazy, but I don't care. People say I'm extreme. Well, it takes extreme behavior to overcome an extreme adversary. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know that I'm extreme, yes, but white supremacy is extreme. Yes, I may go the extra mile. Well, guess what? Systematic racism goes the extra mile. I may be out of my damn mind in terms of how hard I go. Well, guess what? The racism for the last 400 years has gone extremely hard to oppress you. So if you want to overcome extreme oppression, you must be willing to commit to extreme behavior. So yes, I am a Black identity extremist in that regard. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I ain't trying to beat nobody up. I sure as hell ain't trying to go out here and kill nobody. I am willing to die for what I believe in, and I ain't scared of that. That's a damn fact. Okay. So anyway, let's get it cracking. Let's jump in. Let's jump in this topic of conversation. I want to talk about Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is a guy that I just think is a great actor. I remember watching him back when he did shows like that first movie where he played Oscar Grant, I think that was his name, and he did a great job in that movie. I love what he's been doing with Ryan Coogler. I've watched all the Creed movies because I saw all the Rocky movies. I saw anybody else grow up in the Rocky era, or are we just old now? I don't know. I hope we're not too old, but I saw all the Rocky movies and I saw all the Creed movies. I don't know what's better. I don't know what's better. I don't know if the Creed movies are better or the Rocky movies are better. But since I vote for black people in every election, I'm going to vote for the Creed movies being the best of the Rocky Creed series. So anyway, Michael B. Jordan did something that I thought was really interesting, really cool. He just bought, how many of you heard about this? Afrotech reported this. He just bought a stake in a Formula One racing team, Alpine Racing. I don't know a lot about Formula One racing. I don't know a ton about it, but let me just say this. I did go to the Daytona 500. My friends at the Urban Youth Racing School, Michelle Martin, shout out to Michelle Martin and her husband, Anthony, who are the only place I know on earth that's training black children, not just on STEM, but also on how to become race car drivers, race car mechanics, everything else. Anyway, they invited me to go to the Daytona 500. And I went to the Daytona 500, and it was NASCAR, right? And everybody thinks, oh, NASCAR is just a bunch of hillbillies that hate black folks. And I'm going to tell you what, that's just not true. That's a stigma. That's a stereotype. When I was there, nobody treated me poorly. I loved it. It was great. It was fun. The rev of the engine was like, holy crap, this is crazy. And so race car driving is an interesting sport. So I watched another documentary on Netflix about Formula One, and Formula One's really cool. Shout out to Lewis Hamilton. He's the black guy that's killing it on Formula One. And so I like the idea of investing in Formula One. Those Formula One teams, let me just say this. Formula One has a hell of a racket. They have established a hell of a racket. And when I say a hell of a racket, here's what I mean. They've created this little league that's like this little club. They're not the only ones on earth who own race cars. They're not the only people on earth who can drive. They're not the only people on earth who are competing with each other. But they formed this little closed league, almost like the NFL. And all they do is they go around the world racing each other and collecting big fat checks. And they keep the league, the number of teams in the league limited, just like the NBA or NFL, so that when the money comes in, they can all split the dough. Michael B. Jordan, God bless him. He put up $217 million. Apparently, that's at least according to Afrotech. I don't know how much. I don't know the structure of this investment. I have no idea. But he put money into Alpine Racing, which I think is going to make him a lot of money. And Lord Jesus, I am so happy when a black man makes money. I think that's great because I think Michael B. Jordan, it's not like he's some crazy raggedy rapper or he's promoting images of black men that promote strength, intelligence, integrity. I am a big fan of Michael B. Jordan. Now, here's where I'm going to add a little piece to this. Give me a yes if it's okay for me to add some constructive critique to this without it becoming like, oh, you hating on Michael B. Jordan. Can I get a yes if I can get permission to make a critique that not even a critique. It's not even a critique. It's more so like a it's more like a I want to be clear about this. It's more like just a little extra seasoning on the chicken. Do you understand? Like the chicken is delicious the way it is, and I want you to understand that. But I want to add a little seasoning onto the chicken without you thinking that I'm saying that the chicken don't taste good. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Are we able to do some nuance in here? We're intelligent black people. Can we do some nuance? All right. So okay. Thank you for that permission. I appreciate that. All right. So let me show y'all something that I think will get your attention that I think you're going to find very interesting. All right. So we know about Formula One. Badass Europeans killing it. Love what they're doing. Great business model. Hell of a racket. Does anybody know what this is? Has anybody ever seen this image before? Who that? Who those people? Who them people, Hoppo? Who them people, Hoppo? Who that man, Hoppo? Anybody know who that is? Anybody know anything about this picture right here? Taken in 1929 in Indianapolis. Well, what do you think that is? Can somebody tell me? Anybody know Black history well enough to know what I just put on the screen? If you're listening on Spotify, I'm going to tell you in a minute, so don't get nervous. You're not out of the conversation. Let me tell you who that is. That is the Gold and Glory Sweepstakes. The Gold and Glory Sweepstakes was a black-owned racing league that eventually disappeared because y'all want to do everything with white people all the time. Y'all love white people so much that you got to go put money in a white man's pocket every chance you get when you don't understand that you have owned entire leagues that were entirely yours. I'm not I'm not attacking what Michael's doing. I like it, man. I really do. I really do. But I like us even more. I just do. I like black stuff, and I just tend to think we're good at everything. And I remember when we had our own baseball league, our own football leagues, our own racing leagues, our own everything. We had our own everything before integration and affirmative action and all these other false flags that sucked you in and got you believing that we needed to go and put our money over there instead of putting our money over here. Now, again, I'm gonna put Michael B. Jordan to the side now, so this does not become a personal thing. Sometimes I get hitbacks from celebrities that feel like I'm dissing them, and I'm not dissing Michael. I told you how much I like that guy. I do. He's one of my favorite actors. Michael, if you watch this, man, just know, call me anytime, man. I'd love to talk to you because I have so much admiration for everything that you do. But let me just say this: when I see a guy, any guy, put $270 million into something that white people have built, where you're buying like maybe a 5% stake or something, right? Or 2% or 25% or something. I kind of think, gosh, I would love to see us take 10% of that, just maybe 10% of that. Not that we'd give the same money to ourselves that we would give to white people, not that we would treat ourselves the same way we treat white people, because we've agreed apparently that they're important and we're not. But I would love to see that invested into black owned businesses. I just would. I don't, get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with putting money into businesses that are run by white people. I talk to you guys all the time about stock market investments and putting money into companies like Amazon or Nvidia and all that stuff. And I want you to make money because I want you to be a part of that process. But I also personally, I can say I have put most of my millions into black owned businesses and black job creation. We created the Black Business School. That took millions of dollars to do. This was not something that just happened because I got lucky. I had to reinvest my money into this. A lot of my wealth went into this. When I die, 70% of my inheritance will go into the Black Business School so we can educate hundreds of thousands of our people after I'm dead. Okay. So what I want you to kind of look for, and what I wanted to encourage us to understand is that as much as we love our celebrities, and as much as we love hearing about these big investment wins, I don't want us to be cheerleaders sitting on the sidelines. I don't want us to be fans sitting clapping about over a game that we're not even involved in. I don't want to sitting on the side saying, "Way to go, black man," as you leaving the rest of us behind. I want to see some celebrities really do something that I think is just incredibly gangster. And to me, gangster would be coming into the black community and creating like 30,000 jobs. Right? Like saying, I'm going to make this massive $100 million investment. We're going to create 30,000 jobs. And here's proof that we created those 30,000 jobs. Elon Musk has created probably almost 1 million jobs for mostly white people, Indian people, stuff like that. They don't really hire a lot of black people at SpaceX and Tesla. Jeff Bezos has created 1.2 million jobs for mostly white people. They do hire some black people to work in the factories at Amazon, but for the most part, that's a white-owned company. So I'd like to see celebrity job creation, or at the very least for us to be able to acknowledge and differentiate between an investment where a celebrity by himself goes and makes money for himself and his family by investing with white buddies that you and I will never meet. I think one of his big partners was the guy that was in another good movie, Ryan, what's his face? I can't remember his name, but he's a smart investor and he puts his money in good places and he's doing a great job. And he makes great Marvel movies. Deadpool, he played Deadpool. I don't remember his name, Ryan something. I think that's cool. But you know what? I think that black people are bigger celebrities than white people, meaning that I think that my people are more interesting to me than the other people that live in Hollywood. And I would like to see us really engage in an effort of massive job creation right here in the black community. Taking some of these neighborhoods where there's all kinds of labor that's not being utilized, all kinds of talent that isn't being targeted, and going in there and really creating industry in those communities in a Powernomics framework. Dr. Claude Anderson wrote one of the blueprints on this. It's called Powernomics. He also wrote a book called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. And I wrote that book. Sorry. I wrote a book called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. And these are frameworks that will allow us to understand those little nuances, to understand also why, despite the fact that our community has been working so hard, despite the fact that we have given so much, despite the fact that we've led the nation in hard work and sacrifice, we haven't seen the benefits of that sacrifice. A lot of it's because when you get that big opportunity, when you get that big talent, when you get that big money, white people come in, they suck up the resources. They're not coming to the black community and sucking up every black man. They're coming to the black community and taking the talented black men. They're coming to the black community and taking the wealthy black men. They're coming for Deion Sanders at Colorado. They're not trying to hire you. If you go look at the University of Colorado, I bet you that in any academic department related to things like biology or mathematics or computer science, I bet you that they have very few black professors, but they have lots of white professors, Asian professors, etc. So the point that I'm making here, again, at risk of sounding like a hater, which I'm trying not to be, but I do hate racism. I do hate white supremacy. I don't think that that's fair to you. The point of the matter is that you have to kind of be careful about getting so caught up into hero worship that you don't end up seeing where your community and your people are also supposed to benefit. So as much as I love what my brother Michael B. Jordan is doing with Alpine Racing, I want to remind you that you, as black people, once owned a racing league, and you lost that racing league for the same reason you lose most of your businesses, which is due to a lack of funding. Most black-owned businesses are undercapitalized. Most black-owned businesses get passed over for the bread. Most black-owned businesses can't get the money from a bank. Most black-owned businesses can't get the investment from the celebrities. Most black-owned businesses that with great ideas, with extraordinary talent, you can't tell me that African Americans can't be just as talented as Europeans are when they run their racing league. Lewis Hamilton is a black man, and he's dominating Formula One. Well, guess what? There are probably 1,000 Lewis Hamiltons in the hood that are being developed by places like the Urban Youth Racing School. And only difference between that Lewis Hamilton versus the Lewis Hamilton you see on TV is funding. Funding. Money is the motive. It's all about the money. Type the word money in the chat so I can leave and go to my meeting and know that I accomplished something today, because this is really important for me to share with you. Again, love Michael B. Jordan. Good luck to you on your investment, brother. I hope that this message sunk in. I hope it's taken in the spirit that it was intended. Let me really quickly shout out another person that helped to sponsor this independent black-owned podcast, Dr. Q's Fresh Breath Club. Dr. Q is a respected dentist out of the St. Louis area. He's a good brother. He's a smart brother. And he has something where he actually has a suite of black-owned dental products. And so if you don't want to have stinky breath and you want to have dental health and you believe in black-owned business, then go to drqsfreshbreathclub.com and subscribe. And also, he has an affiliate program where you can make money with him by being an investor with him. So feel free to go there and take a look at his affiliate program. I'm an affiliate myself, and I like it. It's, if you got friends that don't want to have bad breath, then this would be a good way to make extra money. Last but not least, if you want to get Dr. Boyce profit alerts sent to your text message, just text the word stock to 31996. That's stock. Text that to 31996. Or you can go to drboyceprofitalerts.com if you are on your laptop. And last but not least, my new book is called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. You can find it on Amazon, or you can find that also at boycewatkins.com. So God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening. And I will check in with you guys again real soon. Be good. Peace.